Okay, we are now on example number 6. You can see this is the question, and I've already drawn the free body diagram. Let me explain this. This is inclined. Now, please take note, when your inclination angle is like this, please, when you are going to resolve, you resolve in this form, vertical and what? Horizontal. But when it is in this form, you resolve like this. Please take note of that. Take note of this. Okay, so now we have already been dealing with what? Uniform distributed load. The weight is what? 3 kilonewton per 1 meter. For you to convert to point load to be what? This times the length it covers, which is what? 3 times 4 is what? 12. And it is going to act at what? It is going to act at the center of the length which it covers. So half and half. So it is going to 2. You get that? So now this one you are going to resolve this force into what? Horizontal and vertical. And when you are resolving into horizontal, you take cos. When you are resolving into vertical, you take what? Sine. So this one is going to be what? 10 sine 30. 10 sine 30. 10 cos 30. You get that? So we are having moments. These are moments. And don't forget, these are rolling support. A roller support is going to have just one reaction. And a pin support is going to have 2 reactions. That is the horizontal and what? The horizontal and the what? Vertical. So now let's do some calculations now. So now the first thing is we take our what? Our summation of S force, which is equals to 0. That is horizontal forces. Sum of horizontal force equals to 0. How many horizontal forces are we having? This and this. I already said any horizontal force in this direction should be what? Positive. So it shows this one will be positive. That is 10 cos 30 plus what? Sorry, is it plus or minus? This one is in this direction. It's going against this arrow. So it's going to be minus HB, which is equals to what? 0. And when this comes here, it's going to be HB equals to 10 cos 30. And if you press this in your calculator, 10 cos 30 is nothing but what? It's nothing but 8.66 kilonewton. So now the next thing is to find our what? Summation of y forces. So upward force should be positive. So it means that arrow A plus arrow B, then this one will be what? Negative. So minus 10 sine 30 minus 12 is equals to what? 0. So now shows that arrow A plus arrow B will be equals to 10 sine 30 minus plus 12. So let's call this one equation what? 1. And don't forget that 10 sine 30 is what? Half. 10 times half is 5. Then 5 plus 12 is nothing but what? 17. So that arrow A plus arrow B is equals to what? 17. Equation what? 1. Okay, so now the next thing is to take what? Moments. We are going to take moment about what? A. So let's take a clockwise moment about what? A, which is equals to what? 0. So let's take a moment now. When we take moment, how many force will be left with? 1, 2, 3. I'll be left with what? This moment. So now, when we are taking a clockwise moment, don't forget this one will go clockwise, this one too will go clockwise, and don't forget this one too is what? Clockwise. This one is clockwise moment, but this one will be what? Anti-clockwise. So now let's start with this. This one will be what? 10 sine 30 times the distance, which is what? 3, and plus 12 times the distance it covers is what? 2 plus 2, 4, plus this is what? 7. So now then times plus 5, and you know this one is moment, you don't consider distance. So now minus. Why is it minus? Because it's what? Anti-clockwise. Arrow B times the total distance. The total distance is what? I think the total distance is 14 equals to what? 0. You get that? So now don't forget that this is half. times 10, that is 5, 15, right? So 15 plus 12 times 7, 12 times 7 is nothing but 14, 1, 14. Then you carry your 1, 7, that is 84. 84. 84 plus 5. 84 plus 5, that is 89. 89. Minus 14 RB equals to what? 0. So now the next thing is you take this to the other side, then it will be what? 14 RB equals to 15 plus 89. 15 plus 89. I think this one is 14 RB1. Then this one is nothing but what? 104. 104. So now RB will be equals to 104 over 14. 104 divided by 14 is nothing but what? It's nothing but what? 7.428. 7.428 kilonewton. So now can we get our RA? Yes, we can get our RA from equation 1. Our RA plus RB is equals to what? Is equals to 17. 17. So RA will be equals to 17 minus RB. RA will be equals to, what is RB? RB is 7.428. So 17 minus 7.428. So RA will be equals to, if you subtract this, you are going to get what? You are going to get 9.572 kilonewton. So this is what we are going to get. Please don't forget, they can ask you to calculate your resultants and your what? And your angle of inclination. When they ask that, just do something like this. And don't forget, this one will be your resultants, and this one will be your what? Angle of what? Inclination. So now our resultants here, our resultants will be equals to what? Square root of RB square plus what? H square of B. So you have already gotten the value. RB is this and HB is what? This. So just to do that, then you are going to get your resultants. And your angle of inclination, that is theta, which is equals to arctan of what? Of what? Of RB all over what? HB. So just substitute this, you get your angle of inclination. And if you are doing that, I think the answer should be 40 point something. 40 point something. So thank you. Here ends example number 6. So we move to example number 8.